How much paper does it take to stop a 50 cal sniper rifle? We've got a 50 cal here. We've got a bunch of paper, and this one's for the boys. A lot of people out there want to know, how much paper does it take to stop a bullet? Paper is extremely thin. We've got a whole bunch of reams of paper. Each of them has 500 pieces of paper in it. We got more back there just in case, and we're gonna shoot them with higher and higher caliber bullets and see how many pieces of paper it takes to stop everything from a 22 all the way up to a 50 cal round, and see if Fred can survive. We are going to get you the exact number of pieces of paper, even if that means counting each individual sheet. It's like that old Tootsie Pop thing. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? You know what I'm talking about? With the owl? 1, 2. And he's just licking away.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
This is the same thing?
Yeah, this is the same, but with paper and guns. All right, let's do this thing. So we have 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 4,500, 5,000 pieces of paper standing in front of Fred here. Let's shoot these things, see if anything can go all the way through. I'm gonna go ahead and guess now. I think the 50 cal is gonna go through like 8 reams. So that'd be about 4,000 sheets. Quick math. All right, we've got our paper lined up down there. We have Fred standing bravely behind, and we're gonna start out with our Ruger Mark IV. We've got a round of 22, and I'm interested to see how many this one's gonna go through. All right, how about we each place a guess before each round? What do you think?
What is your guess?
I'm gonna guess 80.
80?
Yeah.
I'm thinking 280.
Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see how many pieces of 22 goes through. Fire. I didn't see Fred move.
I don't think it got to Fred.
It was less than 5,000. All right, here's our entry from our bullet right here in the front, just left of Pepe.
Pepe?
Yeah, Pepe the penguin.
You gave him a name?
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so it did not go through the back, so we know it's less than 500. All right, so it's roughly halfway through. I'm gonna count them up, see how many pieces it went through. So it stopped in this one. Technically, these are torn in front of it, but it stopped here. So I'm gonna count through these and then see how many went through. I kept getting confused counting. I kept losing track, so I got my counter out there. How's it coming, Ben? He doesn't speak English very well. So our 22 went through 220 sheets of paper, slightly less than half of one ream. Let's move up, see if the 9mm will go through an entire ream. Moving up to our Glock 19, shooting a 9mm full metal jacket. Count of 3, Zach and I are gonna guess how many we think the 9mm is gonna go through. We'll see who wins. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 486.
You can't do that.
Do what?
You just waited until I said my guess and just went one above.
No, I didn't, that was my guess. All right, 9mm smoked Pepe. Absolutely smoked him. And did not come out the first. Wait a second, look at this. That is exactly 500. Our bullet is literally poking out of the first ream right here. Dented the second ream, but it's still stopped in this ream sticking out. So we're gonna count that as exactly 500. And look at this thing. So there you go, 9mm. 500 sheets of paper, so I was technically closer than you. You guessed 485, I was 486. You were just off. All right, here we go. We got our 44 Magnum revolver, and this is actually the same gun that I used to take down that grizzly in Alaska. I think that was 2015.
2015?
Mm-hmm. I was on Airbnb. It was like an airplane Airbnb. They converted it out in the woods.
I feel like your story just keeps changing with each video.
Have I told you this before? All right, 44 Magnum against paper. I'm gonna guess 750.
I'm gonna guess 580.
That's a terrible guess. All right, here we go. Didn't move at all.
Didn't even budge.
No, paper didn't budge. Okay, so this was the mark where the 9mm kind of dented it. Here's our entry from the 44 Magnum. And dude, it didn't go through one. I'm very surprised. So you could use one of these reams of copy paper as a bulletproof vest, and it would stop everything up to a 44 Magnum. There's a ton of pieces. The very last piece was right here. So we'll count up these pieces and see how many went through. All right, so we got them counted up, and our 44 Magnum only made it through 153 sheets. Less than the 9mm. So one of these reams is like basically a level 3 bulletproof vest. Don't take my word for that though. Moving up to our Desert Eagle, shooting around a 50 AE. I think it's gonna go through 2
full reams?
1,000 pieces of paper on the dot. Here's our Desert Eagle against our paper. See how many it goes through. How many did it go through? Oh, went clean through one, into the second, and got stopped in the second ream. Wow, so it went clean in and out of one. Let's see how many it went through in a second. All right, here we go. So this is the last spot that I'm seeing fragments right here. So it stopped right here on this sheet. So it went through at least 500 plus all of these. So we're gonna count it up and let you know. I got my guy on it. He's gonna do some quick calculations. We're gonna figure out the total width of the paper, divide that by the amount that it went through, subtracted by the remaining paper, and then subtract that from the total. Ben, what are we working with?
We are looking at 1.5 inches of paper. Whole ream is about 2 1/4 inches.
Let him cook. What are you seeing exactly?
Seeing 166.
166. He just has these formulas. I don't even know how he does it. All right, so according to Ben's calculations, there's 166 remaining, which means it went through 334 sheets on this ream, plus the 500 of that one. That's 834 sheets of paper for the Desert Eagle. Let's move up to some big boys, see what happens. All right, Deagle's in the lead. We're moving up to our AR, shooting around of 223. See what it does. All right, you good? All right, small entry from the 223, in and out of our first ream, into the second, out the second, into the third, out the third, into the fourth ream. Dude, this thing just keeps on going. We're now in through 1, 2, 3, 4, into the fifth, and stopped in the fifth. That is a huge difference from our handguns this far into our fifth ream. So we'll get our expert in to come and analyze this, and then we'll let you know the total number. All right, AR went through 2,166 pieces of paper, way more than anything prior. The Desert Eagle is in second place at like 834 or something. So AR destroyed everything that we shot at it before. Let's move up to some of these other rifles and see what happens. All right, we're moving up to the 12 gauge. We have our slug ready to go here. You guys know the drill. Every time I shoot the 12 gauge, I do a behind the back trick shot, see if I can get the round in the chamber. This is gonna be the week. Last week I said this was gonna be the week, so I have to get it this time. Here we go.
Take your time.
What?
Just take your time.
I'm sorry, you just kind of threw me off.
Sorry,
I feel like I was in the zone. Just give me a second.
I just was trying to tell you, just take your time.
I know to take my time. You really think I needed to hear that? You think I'm like, maybe I shouldn't take this time?
Sorry, I'll just...
I know the time is mine to take. Ah!
Should have taken your time.
All right, here we go. My guess is 400.
My guess is 500.
Okay. All right, here we go. Firing. Fred got pushed back. Did you see that?
I did not.
And I was wrong. It went, well, you were right, actually, exactly. It went in through the front, out the second, and then just smacked the outside of the second ream right here. That is exactly 500. 9mm and our slug went through 500 pieces. So check out our slug. It's just splattered onto the second ream right here. Now we get to move up to the scar, see if that one beats the 223. All right, we have our fresh reams moved to the front of our stack here. We're moving up to our scar. We're gonna shoot around a 308 and see what happens. All right, here we go. We have our gold scar ready to go. We have around a 308, and let's see if it beats the 223. What do you think is gonna happen, Zach?
I think it's gonna go through 3,000 sheets of paper.
3,000?
3,000. What do you think?
That's a good guess. I'm gonna say a little less. I'll say 2,500.
All right, let her rip.
All right, here we go. Fire. Hit center. All right, here's our entry from the 308. It's right next to the 223. You can see it's a little bit bigger. Went through 1, 2. It looks like it stopped on the outside of the third here. Yeah, didn't go through the third, stopped right here on the outside of it. So we're gonna call that exactly 1,000 because it did not penetrate in this. So there you have it. 308 went through 1,000 sheets, stopped on our third ream. So didn't even make it half of what the 223 made it through. Moving up to the 450 Bushmaster. We haven't shot this one in a while. There's our round. So here we go. 450 Bushmaster against our paper. It's a fatter bullet. I don't think it's gonna go as far as the 308. I think it's not gonna make it through the second ream.
I'll agree with you on that one.
Will you?
Yes. Shoot it. Now.
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, firing.
You nailed it.
There's our entry. one into the second, and it also got stopped at the end of the second. Did not make it into the third. You can see our bullet. See if I can get this bullet out here. Ow! My little fingy.
You okay?
No. Can you go get me some ice and a Sprite?
A Sprite?
And some saltine crackers. The low sodium ones. So our 450 Bushmaster made it through exactly 2 reams, stopped on the outside of the third, made it through 1,000 sheets. That means it's time for the 50 cal. Will it make it through 10 reams of paper? We're gonna get some fresh paper, all fresh reams. I'm gonna get suited up and we'll see what happens. All right, it is a new day. Fred was able to sleep last night. I don't know how much sleep he got though, because he is now going to be facing our 50 BMG. We got 10 fresh reams of paper.
How many pieces do you think we're going through?
I think it's, I'm gonna say all 10. Because the only reason I say this is because the 223 made it so far. I just don't see how this is going to stop the 50.
I'm just gonna say 8.
May the best man win, I guess. Eagle 1, this is Ghost Rider requesting clearance to engage target. Roger that. Green light to Ghost Rider. Yeah, we're good.
What?
He gave me a thumbs up. I'm just getting clearance.
All right, just shoot it.
All right, here we go. This is 50 cal against 10 reams of paper. How many will it go through? Good luck, Fred. Fred. Did that just go through all of them? Dude, I saw like a dragonfly fly right in front of the barrel right as I was shooting. I don't know if you caught that on camera.
You think you took it down?
Maybe. All right, Fred is down, but was it just the force of the reams or did it go through all of them? We have 1, 2, 3, the exit's getting bigger. 4, 5. Oh, look at that bullet turning in there. 6, it hit this one sideways. Made it out the 6, here's some of the jacket. Into the 7th, and look, there's our bullet.
Wow. Is it hot?
Ow. Yeah, so the bullet, you can see that initial entry and exit was super clean. That bullet was just going perfectly straight. And then check this out. It just starts to turn as it's going through those reams, comes out this exit sideways, and then hits this completely sideways, which is just fascinating. And it's just lodged right here. This is like the core of the bullet, and then look at the piece of this like copper jacket. So this made it clean through 6, stopped on the outside of the 7th, which would put us at 3,000 sheets of paper. So I'm just gonna open up this one and see if I can see how far that bullet went through our sheet, or if it just really got stuck on the outside. It went in pretty far. So I'm coming all the way here, and yeah, so it looks like it made it right here. All right, so our bullet made it 3,187 sheets of paper. So you just need about 7 reams of paper inside your plate carrier and you should be good to go. That's why I always keep these mags with me for ultimately it's gonna help stop anything that's coming at you. All right, thank you guys for watching and we'll see you in the next one. Yee!
You can just drop down, you're good. 1 foot.
I feel like I'm like on a 10-story building.
You're like maybe 18 inches off.
My legs are just dangling.
Just drop one down. You're
Feels like a cliff. Ah! You digging the Riley Green look with the hair?
The Riley Green look?
Yeah. I'm just kind of worried people are gonna like confuse me.
You literally look like the burglar who got electrocuted from Home Alone.